Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's well. Just setting up. I've just got this hot fix going, and I'm just hoping it is going to work. And let's just log on to Vatsim and see if we've got anybody about. Hope everybody is well. This is going to be a funny one. We are on ultra settings on 4K for the first time. It's either going to go fantastically well or awful. I can see we've got an EasyJet over there. Can hear somebody else take. Oh, that's gone well. A nice purple aircraft to start the day. So something's not working on the textures there, but we'll worry about that afterwards. Don't know what the hell that is, but there we go. Right, so welcome to this very short flight from Birmingham up to let's have a look. Hi, sorry there. A quick question. Do you know if this mod and others are available for Xbox? The fly-by-wire, anything on the marketplace is available for Xbox. This particular mod won't be at first until it's made available on the marketplace, which it isn't yet, I am afraid. But the G1000 and G3000, I believe, has been loaded onto marketplace, if that helps. Right, so let's get going. I hope we don't have any particular problems off this. Well, I've already just seen a purple fluorescent airplane, so there we go. Let's just turn on some bits and bobs, and yeah, fingers crossed, Tom. Right, so let's just load in. I'm just looking. We've got London Centre, London Control, sorry, online. We've got Birmingham Approach. We've got Birmingham Tower. We've got Birmingham Ground. Hopefully, yes, hopefully. Right, I'm going to just get on to Birmingham Ground for a minute and let's have a look at the 80s. It's Midsummer Madness at Birmingham tomorrow, so the guys are staffing up ready, which is going to be really busy and I'm quite excited about. That's probably my favourite event of the year. This is where Birmingham is staffed up all day from 10 AM through to, I can't remember if it's 6 or 8 PM on the night, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get on with our flight plan. Today we'll be flying at 280, so let's just start my ACARS on my UK virtual app. Right, let's set up first. So the fuel needed is 1133. Let's get that in and done.
Connected.
Now I don't know how well this flight will go because it's the first time I've loaded the sim since the update. So it's either going to go brilliant or we're going to get a CTD of some kind, but we will see. Sorry guys, I'm just loading my weight. Takeoff weight is 6282. And I'll be checking the flat again in the chat again in a minute. Hi, Woozorman. Yeah, good to see you, Tom. Yeah, that's cool. Hopefully, as I say, everything will go tickety-boo, but I have noticed some weird coloured aircraft floating about. I don't know if you can see. Oh God, we've got frame issues here. Over there, the weird coloured there. There's something wrong with the liveries, but we'll look at that. And I can see the frames are all over the shop at the minute. So something isn't great with that. We're in the 4K. We're down. We'll pull the LUD down to 1, and we'll just pull this down to 90. If that doesn't make a difference, we might have to do a bit. But the whole sim, it just feels very clunky. Even the mouse in the menus, there are frame issues. We will have a look. Hello, HD guy. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Right, I'm going to crack on and get this done because I don't. As I say, this I've not flown this since the update. I don't know how we're going to get on. Whether we're going to go fantastically well or we're going to land on our arse, but we will see. So, yeah, we've got pink. I just noticed from outside, actually, if I look at mine from a certain angle, you go, look inside, mine's gone pink. So I need to research what that is. Ah, you stream this too, do you? That's good to see. That's good. Okay, so we are going out of 33, I guess, but let me just have a look at the 80s for Vatsim. Right, we are runway, it should be 33 because I've just been watching an aircraft actually land at Birmingham from Tenerife, a Chanix. So let's have a look. So real world it's 33, but there we go. So 33 information is Victor. We're at stand 504 CJ. Okay, we'll get onto our delivery. Oh, we've got even delivery on. 121.925. Right, we're flying from Birmingham in the UK just up to Edinburgh, a short flight. Just want to test the hotfix on the sim. So let's jump onto Vatsim and let's just get our clearance. Birmingham delivery, good evening. Union 2064 is a citation CJ4 at stand 504. Information Victor. QNH 1005. I have high clearance, please, through to Edinburgh.
Union 2064, I would love to clear you to Edinburgh, but you are missing a flight plan, so if you could please file that, I'll be able to clear you.
I don't believe you. I could show it's there.
Union 2064, got your frequency when ready.
Yeah, ready, go ahead.
Union 2064, you clear to Edinburgh, LUVUM 1 Mike departure, runway 33, squawk 3261.
I hope you're not all drinking in that hotel room, but cleared through to Edinburgh, LUVUM 1 Mike at 3261, Union 2064.
I don't know what you're possibly talking about, and your readback is correct.
Lol. Right. Okay, so here we go. Squawk is 3261. Okay, and that is good. Let's set up then. So we're departing out. This is Vatsim, so it's real people, and it's as real as it gets, pretty much. Thank you for the like, whoever that was. I can't see my screen at the minute. Keza, good to see you, and thank you for following. Shalom from Birmingham ground. Right, hello. Right, so let's go, and we are cleared. Birmingham LUVUM 1 Mike. Squawk is set. Let's jump in and do performance. Flight level 280, check, and then our 0 fuel weight 5203. Set. Okay, and now we go takeoff, and let's get our meta. Okay, winds are 308 knots. Temperature is 15 degrees. QNH 1005. According to the sim, it's 1004. We will send that through. And clearance delivery Union 2064 request startup.
Union 2064, hold position, contact ground 121.8.
121.8 for Union 2064. 121.8. Birmingham ground, good evening, Union 2064, stand 504, request startup.
Union 2064, Birmingham ground, good evening, push and startup approved, QNH 1005.
Push and start approved, QNH 1005, Union 2064. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll beacon and nav light, and let's start number 2. Yeah, you don't do this. Yeah, all this is the proper way to do it. HC, I suppose, is following real-world procedures and checklists. Okay. Clear master caution. with our beautiful pink textures. I need to Google and work out what the hell's going on with these pink textures. I'm starting engine number 1. With my little hand signal going off to the ground guy to tell him we're starting number 1. Aircon is coming online, avionics coming online, and we're going to set our initial flight level to flight level 60. Going to pre-select nav and FLC at 240. Oh, bless you. It's a bit of an art, I've got to admit. We've all been there and crashed. I pretty much land this by hand now. We come off autopilot quite high and land it down. Right, so we're cleared to push. So we'll push now. I haven't got any pushback tools connected at the minute because of the update. Flaps are going to flaps 15, I think. Are they even going to move? I have selected them. There we go, flaps 15 selected. Set our pitch trim. And we are ready to push. It's a beautiful piece of scenery from Mako Sim. If anyone's seen this, you've actually got the private.
Just a quick one. Are you able to take Foxtrot for departure, or would you like a bit further down?
Foxtrot would be glorious, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, let's just test our speed brakes. Oh. I just need to quickly check the joystick settings one moment, because I'm not getting any speed brakes. So we're on C, so that's why we're on CRJ. Needs to be CJ4 and apply. Go back. So we should now get our speed brakes deploy on our test, which we do, and we put them back. I still need to know why the hell I've got a dodgy purple texture in the back. Some form of shader issue by the look of it. Okay, taxi lights are going on. And Birmingham Grand Union 2064 is ready to taxi with Victor. Did we not connect there? Did I lose you? Birmingham Grand Union 2064? We lost them. 1, 2.
Union 2064, apologies, taxi Foxtrot 1 via Foxtrot.
Foxtrot 1 via Foxtrot, Union 2064. Okay, cool, let's... So this is the bit where we'll see if the sim is working or not. Okay, flaps are set, pitch trim is set. Just been served a drink of half a vodka and half a... Oh, I'm reading your text and I'm on the grass here. Too much about your vodka? Oh, dear me. Grass incursion. No one saw that, okay. Too busy reading Kez's note about vodka. Can tell from that windsock that the wind's about 8 knots, 8 to 10 knots. Okay, so we've got tower, so we'll get past the tower as we pass this junction here, which is 118.3, and then we'll get over to radar when we take off. 118.3. It's so good to have the whole lot on, the whole group. So we should get past the tower just as we pass this junction here.
Union 2064, contact tower now, frequency 118.3, good evening.
118.3, good evening, thanks for your help, bye bye. Birmingham Tower, good evening, Union 2064, fully ready at Foxtrot 1.
Union 2064, clear takeoff from runway 33, wind 30 degrees, 8 knots.
Clear takeoff runway 33, Union 2064. Okay, so on goes our pitos, on goes our strobes and landing lights, and let's go. Right, the next frequency will be Birmingham radar on 123975. So we'll get that frequency on standby. One, 2, 3.975. We'll wait till we're handed off. Okay, ladies and gents, let's go. Let's just hope we don't get any silly crashes off this. Okay, and away we go. Speeds alive. 70 knots both sides. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. V2 plus 10, flaps up. And into climb thrust.
Union 2064, contact Birmingham radar 123.975, good night.
123975, good night. Union 2064. Birmingham radar, good evening. Union 264 2600 for 6,000.
172, report the field in sight.
Field in sight, MS 172 Alpha.
172, also contact Birmingham Tower 118.3, climb.
Birmingham radar, MS 172, just be aware I'm not going to Birmingham Airport, I'm landing at Queen Elizabeth Hospital, which is just in, well, I'm currently overheading now. Can I finish the land? I'll be down for about 15 minutes, I'll be out of your way.
Altitude.
172, continue with Tower 118.3. Union 2064, Birmingham radar, good evening, climb now, flight level 80.
Flight level 80 for Union 2064. Okay. Back to flight level control. Slight overspeed, but that's okay. Back to... Right, what we need to watch now as we're in the clouds is that our AT temperature does not drop below 10 degrees, which at the minute we're at 26.
Altitude.
Yeah, so far so good. We've not got any silly stutters. The only thing we've got are weird purple textures everywhere. Still got some weird things going on with the temperatures. All sorts of weird things going on with the temperatures. The pressure, air pressure's still not right.
Union 2064, no ferry C margin a couple 122.8. Good evening.
122.8, good evening, Union 2064. So what we'll do now is we're flight level 280. We'll hit FLC, speed of 240. Back to cruise, back to climb. Okay, we're now at 8 degrees RAT. I knew there was a problem, so we're going to pop on our wing. So, yeah, you do need a PC to use Vatsim, I'm afraid. For now, I understand they are going to support Xbox. I just don't. I honestly don't know if they've released it yet. If Lewis is watching, Lewis might have further information about that. I don't know. Right, let's jump onto Unicom. Okay. Just going to have a quick look up north. We have no further ATC now. So we are on our own for the rest of the flight. We're going to be landing at runway 06 via an INPIP 1 Echo arrival. So we'll configure that now. And we can turn off our anti-ice as we're out the clouds. Arrival into ILS 06 on an INPIP 1 Echo. We'll execute into legs. And we'll pop in here. And we are looking good so far. He says he doesn't want to speak too soon. The clouds are looking glorious. Still got weird purple textures, but there we go. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. So what I'm going to do now at this point is pop in my METAR for Edinburgh, .METAR EGPH. And the winds are 40 degrees at 3 knots. So let's just populate this. Performance, approach, and we are 40 degrees at 3 knots. The temperature there is 16 degrees and the QNH is 1004. And our pre-approach speed is 104 and our touchdown speed is 98. Okay, the ILS frequency for Glasgow is 108.9. 108.9. That is now set. VNAV on this plane? Yes, there is, sir. You'll see my top of descent is in 26 minutes, 137 nautical miles. And if I'll now engage VNAV actually, and you'll see now I've got VNAV flight level control engaged. You'll see me do a VNAV descent in about 20 minutes time. The only things I need to do now are our minimums, so we'll set those now, and then we're actually ready for our arrival. Now I know for a class for our aircraft, we are 450 feet. But this is the first time I've run this sim on Ultra in 4K. So the update is definitely helping, and the frames seem to be holding up lovely. The only problem I've got are these weird purple textures. It looks like there's a brothel going on inside my private jet. But we're looking good. You got 108.1 FPS. What settings? Not in Ultra. Oh, and surely not a glass cockpit. Guys, if you're watching on Facebook, please give me a like. I'd really appreciate that.
Altitude.
1,000 to go. Oh, in the PA28. Yeah, I've had some amazing. I haven't measured my frames in the PA28. I'm going to be honest, but I tend not to look at what my frame rate is anymore. I just like to see, is it slick and is it just moving about easily, and it is. It's just beautiful at the minute. Is that map actually moving? There it is, that's right. You can see, I like the fact you can see the poor weather on it as well. We're going to be doing quite a few streams tomorrow for the Birmingham event, the Midsummer Madness. My Facebook is just Flight Sim Simon. HD guy. It's just yeah, I think it's just Flight Sim Simon. So you'll see now we've levelled off. Our speed is creeping up, so we just need to come out into cruise now. It just feels so much. I don't know, everything. Is it all in my head? The sim just feels slick. When I'm just looking on here, I've got 30 FPS in Ultra in 4K. And you know what? I think I'm all right with that. We are on performance and FPS. Right, I don't know if it's not. You can't see my FPS on your screen, but I think mine's limited by NVDIA. Has got it capped at that, to be honest. So that the stream goes out at 30 FPS, and the sim is locked at 30 FPS. The next, sorry, Callum, I've just seen your post, mate. The next update came out today. The hotfix. But I'm going to be very honest with you. The hotfix was supposed to fix the weather, and it hasn't. Look, could you still see? According to this, at 28,000 feet, apparently it's 15 degrees. Clearly, it's not. So they haven't fixed the weather in the hotfix. So you'll see, because I'm struggling. So what I need to do is wait till they fix Rex, and then I'll use Rex Weather Force, because at the minute, it's the weather on the sim is balked. Okay, top of descent 82 miles. Yeah, it is. It is. That hotfix was supposed to fix the weather, wasn't it, mate? And it hasn't done it. Look, it's still crap. And I'll tell you how I know it's still crap, because if I turn off live weather, watch the temperature drops to -16. Can you see? Put live weather on, and then it's 38 degrees allegedly. And now, did you see the wind just jump? It's now gone back to being correct at -15, look. Hey Ryan, good to see you, sir. We're just in preparation for the Midsummer Madness tomorrow. Doing a quick one tonight, we're just testing the latest update. Other than the brothel lighting I've got going on inside my aircraft. The nice purple red lighting I've got. We're now able to run at ultra settings, and we're now able to run in 4K and have it as smooth as a baby's arse. Looking good. But I just think there's some shader issues going on, because if you get any traffic, the traffic lights up like it's on acid. So they haven't fixed the weather. I am showing off a bit. I am quite enjoying the fact I can do this in 4K and maxed out all the settings and have it so high on the frames. Tell you something, mate, as soon as they bring the Ryan, when they bring the Phoenix A320 to this sim, I can pretty much guarantee that you'll be here. But there's a bug. Look at the weather. Look at the temperatures now. It's just switched. There's no, if I turn off the live weather, temperature drops to -14. Live weather, apparently it's 38 degrees at 28,000 feet. So the weather's shagged, basically. But the hotfix today was supposed to fix that, and it hasn't. And of course, because the air temperature's so warm, I lose speed. Yeah, so Robert, if you're watching, I know you're on my Discord, but at 39 degrees, it's 13 degrees outside, saturated air temperature. The RAM air temperature's 39 degrees. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, there's a few people on my Discord just saying, oh, they're supposed to have fixed the weather. No, they haven't fixed it. You could see they haven't fixed it. Hi Daniel, how are you, mate? Okay, so there we go. See that jump? So you now notice the temperature has now just dropped to -12. We now have the correct temperatures again. Yeah, I am good. Thank you, Daniel. I'm very good. Just getting a few things fixed on here. I just need to find out what my Right, okay, so where are we on my charts? Yeah, I'm just talking to Lewis, who's a Vatsim controller, saying that there's a pressure problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but should have been fixed in the latest update, and they haven't fixed it. So it's going to cause him a problem being a controller. And you, Ryan, I guess, because you're a controller too, right? So you're going to have problems as well. Right, flights, new flights from SimBrief. The Edinburgh, what's the final altitude? Is it 4,000 feet on runway 6? It is 4,000 feet, brilliant. So with the VNAV engaged, what we will now do is drop our altitude down to 4,000 feet. And the only thing we need to do at top of descent is manage the throttle. Yeah, it does look amazing. It really does. Just need to be careful of this cloud actually, because of the icing. Other than my brothel lighting. Right, we're going to pop on our anti-ice for a little while because we're back in that cloud, but our ram air temperature's minus 13. There's definitely some cloud going on. I don't know, I might do because it's only early. I could always fly back out of Glasgow to go somewhere else, or Edinburgh, sorry, if anyone's got any ideas. Don't want to fly for too long tonight, but I think I'd be up for another leg if anyone's got any ideas where they want me to go. Could do with getting out this cloud a bit, look. Right, let's just check the Vatsim map. Yeah, we've got still got nobody on at Edinburgh. There's no traffic either. It's very quiet tonight. I'll tell you what we could do. Dublin's online, I think, by the look of it. Could always fly over to Dublin. Yeah, Dublin radar's online, so we could always do that. We've also got Liverpool online. We've also got East Midlands. We could always go down to Heathrow. Yeah, Ireland, so they're online. It's just whether I've got the scenery loaded. That'll be a short hop as well, to be fair, but yeah, we could do that. Could reconfigure and go over to Ireland. Now let's have a quick look. Have I got the have I got Ireland installed? Yeah, I've got Dublin by MK Studios installed, so we can we'll do that. I must admit, this cloud looks incredible. You've got to admit how good that looks. And actually, if we do go over to Dublin, we should start to get a bit of a sunset. We're 10 miles off our top of descent. Yeah, it does look good. It It does look good. I'm just making sure we've got EGPH. What it's saying they're online. Runway in use is runway 6, but I can't find. Our ground's just come online. That's why we've got no tower or anything else. Okay, so we are approaching top of descent. Got 4 miles to go. To be honest, the temperature has settled down. It stopped bouncing about. Oh, there we go. Top of descent. I forgot the throttles. I do it every time. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, down we go. And our next frequency will be Edinburgh ground, so I'll just get that in the standby. Sure, there wasn't showing up on the old. It's not showing up on the Vatsim map. Yeah, because Edinburgh Tower's online as well. Okay, so the next frequency will be Edinburgh Tower. I'm getting confused here because they're not showing online on here, but they are on the map. EGA. Oh, there goes our temperature again. Yeah, so we've gone again now on our temperatures, which is really funny and really weird, because apparently it's now 30 degrees, so we can actually turn off our anti-ice. And our altitude's going to be screwed now because of the temperature. Right, let's have a quick look at the ATC. EGPH. Well, I don't know. VPilot's saying it's not online, but the map's saying it is. Now I'm increasing the speed, but when the temperature clicks back again because of the bug, we'll be overspeeding. And we'll also be far too low, which is really frustrating. Anyway, the VNAV's working because we needed to be at 20,000 by in rev, and it looks like we're going to be bang on the money. I'm just waiting for Rex to release their updated version. I think there is another hotfix need because you're watching that temperature jump up and down. And I've got purple bloody interior, which I didn't have. But you've got to admit that cloud looks incredible. That's the best that's looked. I am going to pop the anti-ice on because the minute that temperature swings back, we're going to be collecting ice. Oh, that looks incredible. Oh, Edinburgh Tower is definitely not online. Edinburgh Ground is 121.750. We get that in our standby. We've been bounced around a little bit here. Okay, and at this point I'm going to switch to heading mode, and we are going to go for 330, I think. It's back to ourselves for ILS06. In terms of our VNAV, we're going to go to our legs page and we're going to select the final fix here to the top, which will correct our VNAV profile and bring us in correctly. Woozleman, I've got to tell you, mate, this is the best these clouds have looked. I don't know what you think. I know they just look like mush, but I mean, look at the reaction on the wings. It's just they've made some really good improvements. Temperature's right as well now. Localizer will be tuned. Yeah, so bit bumpy. Hello, Rodrigo. Right, not too far out and our temperature's correct. Do you need to give it a bit more willy on the old speed? This cloud's thick. Oh, and thank you for the follow, HD guy. Appreciate it. Okay, and at 10,000 feet, on go our lights. Looking good. I don't want to speak too soon though. Okay, I'm going to set the local pressure now, just simply because we are going down to 4,000. It is a huge cloud, mate. We've been in it forever. I still want to know what that purple lighting is inside my airplane. We can actually jump back on the LNAV profile, I think, because I will stay on heading. Right, our speed's gone weird again. I wondered why we'd speeded up so much. Our temperature's gone weird again. Apparently it's 28 degrees now. Asobo, sort your shit out, mate. This is ridiculous having these bugs. The hotfix was supposed to fix this. Problem is, I don't know what my speed will be when I'm coming to land because of these problems. Okay, let's turn in to intercept the ILS. So I've got idle throttles, but somehow I'm at 250 knots. So
Altitude.
Something's definitely going on with this weather. I've got a feeling, Woozleman, this might be a Cat 1 landing the way we're going. Oh no, just about breaking out now. There we go. Okay, and we're established. Edinburgh Traffic Union at 2064, turning final, runway 06 and 12 miles. Okay, runway is in sight. And we will go for idle throttles, and we're going to go flaps 1. Now we might get some problems here because of this weather bug with our speeds on approach. I'm going to do the best I can do with this, but the weather's balked. Eight miles. One last check on Vatsim to make sure we've got no tower controller on. We've got Edinburgh ground, and that's it. Okay. Okay, and we're 7 miles out. Quite like looking at the Forth Bridge over there. Looking good. You can tell that the weather pressure settings are screwing this up, look, because it's struggling to keep on profile. We're geared down. We're struggling to slow down, look. It's just not right. But those speeds are going to be wrong, which means at some point we're just going to drop. Okay, and we are... Well, we're going to go flaps 35 here. Okay, and it's my airplane.
Autopilot.
So we'll hand fly this down as best we can now. Edinburgh traffic, Union 2064 is on short final for runway 06. My concern is if this weather suddenly switches back, I'm suddenly going to stall. Just dropped a bit low now. Just hold that nose. Just need to watch our speed. Here we go, we're back on profile.
Minimums.
Continue. Cool. Here we go. And spoilers up and flaps 0.
Edinburgh ground.
Is the stream lagging? Is it? Okay. So I'm not. I don't know what's going on with that because I'm not getting any reports from here, but I've got any drop. I've got 0 drop. That's a bit weird. Edinburgh Ground. Hello. Good evening. Union 2664. Clear of runway 06.
Station calling. Sorry, I completely forgot to launch audio for Vatsim. Say again.
No worries at Union 2664 at clear of runway 06.
Union 2064 Edinburgh Ground. Good evening. Taxi stand 200 via Alpha and Papa.
200 via Alpha and Papa, Union 2064. Right, so I just need to quickly jump on
Edinburgh
here.
Ground, good evening, Ryanair 6618 with you at stand 10. Aircraft type Boeing 737-800, requesting IFR clearance to plus 9.
Okay, let's shut these down.
Ryanair 6618, I'm going to send you a rerouting in text, let me know if you can accept it.
Okay, 200 via Alpha and Papa. Let's find where 200 is. I think, it's the first stand, that's cool. I can see we've got a couple of frame glitches going on here. Right, and then what we'll do then, if anybody wants to stick around, I don't mind doing a quick flight over to Dublin as a second leg. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do that, and I'll probably just need to grab a glass of water, and yeah, I'll be up for that. So we're going to be on stand 200. Which is here. Let's go, HD guy says. It sounds like a plan.
Ryanair 6618, are you able to take that routing?
A-firm will take that routing.
Here we go, here's 200.
Ryanair 6618, thank you. Clearance is to Poznan. Pala 6 Delta departure. Squawk 0474.
Delta Poznan via the Tala 6 Delta departure squawk 0474, Ryanair 6618, thanks.
Okay.
Ryanair 6618, correct information is Tango QNH 1005.
Current information is Tango on QNH 1005, Ryanair 6618, thanks.
Why do I look like a brothel? I don't get it.
Flight arrived successfully.
Right, okay, so what we'll do is we'll submit that ACARS. Right, so we're going to Dublin, are we? Let's just get a flight plan loaded then. Start a flight. I'm just going to do my ACARS with my virtual airline, EGPH to EIDW. Select. It's actually a Ryanair route by the look of it. Book this flight. And then we will do sim brief. Sorry guys, you can't see what's going on at the minute, but I'm quite loving these reflections and things in the glass. GoSAD 1. So I'm just going to have a quick look at, so we're at stand 200 CJ for the Edinburgh Tower's on as well now, which is good news. The ATIS is Oscar. The QNH
What time we need to do here?
10 o'clock. Good night. Let's get the QNH. Run U06, wind condition wet. QNH 1005. Okay, sorry about this, guys. I'm just reprogramming for the next flight. Okay, so our flight level on the next flight is 240. Going on any private jet at 240. We'll start our flight on here. Right, first things first, let's do our fuel. Fuel for this flight is 1056. That'll do. Takeoff weight 6259. That'll do. Okay, so down to our index, next, route menu, and we will pull through SimBrief. Yeah, it just takes practice, you know. My always tip is, see this line here, line the middle of the runway up with in between these two screens, and you'll pretty much be on the money. The wind doesn't help though. So let's just get our IFR clearance from Edinburgh ground. Oh, I need to just upload my flight plan before they tell me off. Let's just do that now. Edinburgh ground, Union 2064, stand 200, citation CJ4 with information, Oscar, QNH 1005, IFR clearance please through to Dublin.
Union 2064, Edinburgh ground, clearances to Dublin, go Sam 1 Delta departure, squawk when it assigns will be 7536.
Clear to Dublin, go Sam 1 Delta 7536, Union 2064.
Union 2064, correct.
So first thing we do, 7536 is we change our squawk, otherwise we get told off by the controller. We're going out of 6 on a go Sam 1 Delta departure. Now, at the moment, Dublin doesn't have anybody online. And the runway this is suggesting is we're into a 28 left. So we're going to go Dublin ILS. We'll be going in on a 28 left on a NIMAT 2 X-ray. And we will execute that. What I'm going to do, I'm not that familiar with the route, so I'm just going to quickly go to my plan mode now, and I'm just going to have a look at the arrival. Just make sure I'm happy. Right, first thing I've got to do is connect the dots, because we've got a break in our flight plan, so let's just do that. So we come into NIMAT, into Kerry, into Kogax. 2 lap modes for some reason. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's fine with me. So, can't see the chat at the minute because I'm just getting a different program, so hopefully I've not missed anybody or anything. So we're going to go performance. We're now going to be looking at flight level 240. That's all correct. Our takeoff weight, let's do that. So our meta is dot meta EGPH. So it's 0302 knots. The winds are nice and calm. Temperature is 16 degrees.
Good evening, Ryanair 5 Juliet Yankee on the Alpha.
Ryanair 5 Juliet Yankee, Edinburgh ground, taxi stand 1 Alpha via Alpha and Echo. Good evening.
Here we go. So that is
Just
on
stand
there.
1 Alpha via Alpha and Echo, Ryanair 5 Juliet Yankee.
And we'll do our arrival as well because it's a short flight. .com1 and we've got EIDW. So the winds, oops. .meta even EIDW. So the winds over there are 310 at 5 knots. The temperature over in Dublin is 14 degrees. And the local pressure is 1008, slightly higher pressure. And we'll send that through again, but we'll double check that when we're nearer. Okay, so we're ready to go, I think. And Edinburgh ground, a Union 2064 at stand 200 is ready to push and start.
Union 2064 stand 200, push and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved facing west, Union 2064. Okay, so let's go. So we're going to start to push. And we're going to start we'll start both together this time. I haven't got any mods, so I can't steer. And we'll just push back as far as we can to the grass. That'll do us. Okay, let's just make sure our lighting is on. Taxi lights are on. Aircon coming on, and our avionics switch is on. Local pressure enabled. We need to switch our nav source back to FMS. We need to make sure our altitude is set to 6,000 initially. We need to make sure we are approach mode off, nav mode on, FLC needs to be set to 240, flaps 15, and pitch control set. Just set that to 240. Okay, I don't know why our flight director's fallen over, but never mind, it's probably just an issue. So you can set your altitude before you take off, and I've just set my initial. Because I'm online with an air traffic controller, I know that my departure is maximum 6,000 for the SID, for the star, but the SID that we're leaving on. Let's just get a taxi clearance. So Edinburgh Ground Union 2064 is ready to taxi. We can go from Bravo 1 if that's okay.
Union 2064, roger, taxi holding point Bravo 1, runway 06 via Papa and Alpha.
Bravo 106 Papa Alpha Union 2064. Cool, let's taxi guys, let's get going again. HD guy, I can't believe you taught me into doing another leg. I was going to go watch the telly. It's your fault. I'll blame you. When my missus comes in, I'll go, I'm going to say it's HD guy's fault. He made me do another leg. So what I could also do on this aircraft, you're probably aware, but I can actually go to charts. And I can actually load the charts up as well on here, and you can actually see, you'll be able to see in a minute when I can get my mouse in the right place. If I can get my mouse in the right place. It's not cursor's not working. Doesn't matter, there we are, that says the pink dot. And you'll see we're going to here, which is, I should be able to zoom in, Bravo 1, which is here. Okay, so flaps are set, elevation is set, initial climb of 6,000 is set. This is an hour behind. I set it an hour behind in the UK time because I didn't want to take off in the dark, because it doesn't show you anything on a stream if it's all pitch black. But by the time we get to Dublin, it should be pretty much dusk or getting close to dark. So I did change the time slightly. Frames are a bit wobbly again. I might just be pushing my hardware a bit too far. See what I'm going to do? I'm probably just going to disappear off the radio controller's radar for just a second. I'm just going to pull down to... I'm going to just change this down a little bit. Pull that up. Probably to 125. And then put the volumetric clouds on high. See if we can get. I don't think we've seen any improvements from that, but we'll see. I've no idea why the frame. I think it's because it's the second leg, but the frames are definitely playing up. Anyway, this next turn is ours.
Union 2064, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.7. Good evening.
118.7. Thanks for your help. Good evening. Bye bye. Union 2064. I'm a little bit frustrated with the frames here, I'm not going to lie. But hopefully when we get airborne, it's very jumpy here at the minute, but right, okay. .com 1 or 118.7. Good evening, Union 2064. Fully ready at Bravo 1.
Union 2064, Edinburgh, good evening. Systems are 30 degrees, 2 knots, runway 06, cliff takeoff.
Cliff takeoff, runway 06, Union 2064. Just stopping for a second as unable to catch up. The frames have cleared now, look. So I think there's all sorts going on with it, but okay, pitos going on. So we don't have too many problems. Strobes and landing lights are on. I don't know what happened to my steering then. But we're ready to go. Let's do it. I've got no steering. That's better. I don't know what happened. It's playing up. Speed is alive both sides and V1 rotates. Positive rate, gear up.
Don't sink.
I've got no eyes.
Sink.
Oh, we got that train warning
Don't
on.
Sink. Don't
Just because that's just because we've done a
Don't
turnaround.
sink.
That's all.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
It's
Don't
not used to
sink.
doing a turnaround.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Don't worry, mate. We won't sink. It does the same on the fly-by-wire for some reason. If you do a second leg, it doesn't like it, and the terrain warning goes off.
Union 2064, nothing further, Montine, come on to estimate, bye.
122.8, goodbye. Union 2064. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Temperature is apparently 26 degrees. Whatever. Okay, so we're on Unicom. We can set to 24,000 now, which is our cruise. Okay, into our charts now for for Dublin. And our approaching's 28 left. The ILS frequency is 11135. And standard set. Yeah, global warning right there, absolutely. Oh wow, should start to get a stunning sunset as we descend into Dublin. I don't know how they balked up the weather, mate. And they can't blame the sim update because it was doing it before the sim update. I'm going to have to edit all my titles now to say from Birmingham to Edinburgh to then Dublin. It's all your fault, HD guy. I've only got 2 likes as well on Facebook. How unfair is that? I'm only playing, I don't actually really care. Daniel, thanks for liking my Facebook page as well, mate. I do appreciate it if you're still on. There we go. There is our breakout. That breakout was beautiful. I meant to go and get gas and water and I forgot as well. Oh dear. See my PC and I'm chucking out some heat. My GPU's at 83 degrees. %99 usage, 80 degrees. Oh, lovely, lovely, loving it. Right, where are we? You're only 100 miles off top of descent. We haven't even got to our climbing altitude yet. Hopefully, by tomorrow, Rex will be out, and that will correct the weather. I just need to keep checking to see if the update for Rex has been released. Let's have a quick look.
Altitude.
No, not yet. As soon as Rex comes out, I prefer Microsoft Live Weather to Rex, I'm going to be honest, but the Microsoft Weather's just not working. We should get a beautiful sunset in a bit as we come into Dublin. And thank you for Keyword Chase for liking the video today. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's over on Facebook. I'm just going to go in and amend. Now I can tell there's a problem with the weather because we're not accelerating at the speed we should be. Now let me look on the flight radar. Yeah, according to flight radar, we're at 20,000 feet when we're at 24. There's your problem. Right, content, live, edit title. Right, I've updated my titles. Right, speed is really struggling. I mean, at 24,000 feet, it's really not 49 degrees, is it? Come on. Oh dear. It's taken us all day to get up to cruising speed. Right, so looking at the charts, our minimums are 400, so we'll just leave the 415, that's fine. And our descent profile is down to 2,500 at max ev. So on our VNAV, which we'll turn on now, we need to be down to 2,500. Just looking on the map of where we actually are, we are just coming over the Firth of Clyde at the minute. Not too far, 50 miles before we descend. Anyone would think we've got 100 knot headwind the way this is, the pressure is pushing us about. Big and bouncy, that's how I like them. The weather I'm talking about, clearly. Oh dear. I should have the Orbix Great Britain scenery to show you guys tomorrow. I'm just waiting for Orbix to send it me. Yeah, this plane is amazing, Tom. I just wish the sim weather would stop playing up. Okie dokie, top of descent 20 miles. And we're happily over the North Sea now, into the Irish Seas. Not that you can see because of the clouds, but we've got Northern Ireland just here and Scotland literally just here. No. Orbix are releasing the Great British Northern next couple of days, Osin, which is they've got scenery from Liverpool to Newcastle with all the city scenery in. They're releasing it. They're very kindly sending me a press copy so I can show everyone. But I should have had it tonight actually, but forgetting, those guys are in Australia. So the timing wasn't quite right, but that'll look beautiful. It's not the EU scenery, it's the Great British Northern scenery. Okay, here comes our top of descent, here comes our dial ends, and this time hopefully we won't forget to throttle back. And down we go for the second time. Just double check in on our radar. We definitely have no air traffic control online. Okay, cool. It shows Dublin approach online. It's not showing up on here. Nothing's working tonight. 121.1. Just hoping that we have got an 80s now. Information Oscar and runway 28 left is correct. And I'm going to set in our altitude because ATC is online. I'm going to set our altitude in at the first constraint, which is 8,000. And we should get an ATC ping any second. Are they calling it EU Britain? Not in the email they've sent me. Unless I'm mistaken it. Let me look at the email I've got from them going, welcome to Great Britain Central. Sorry, it's Great Britain Central it's called. There's no mention of EU because EU has nothing to do with Britain anymore. Good old Brexit dealt with that one. Right, 121.1. Well, if they're calling it EU, they've got it wrong because we're not in the EU. I'm going to open the email and just read it a bit more before we get pinged. Welcome to Great Britain Central, our first landmark regional pack for Microsoft Flight Simulator designed especially for the low and slow pilots who love to discover new regions and who want to enhance VFR flights. Stretching from Liverpool to North Wales up to Newcastle, the regional pack. We also have added many UK buildings, blah blah blah. There is, right. From their community manager, there's no mention of EU anywhere. But I'm going to look at the screenshots and their publicity they've sent me. Oh, there goes the temperature again. The temperature just corrected itself again. No, mate, honestly, on all their publicity stuff they've sent me, there's no mention of EU. But I stand to be corrected. I'm happy to be corrected. I'm just going off the press release they've sent me. But either way, I'll be having that software to show everybody tomorrow. We've also got the new vessels to show you, hopefully tomorrow, which is all the new AI ships and boats pack that's come out from Orbix as well. Anyway, where are we on the old radar? Have we got to be close to getting pinged here? Got to be any second now. Sort of hoping we get pinged. Well, that's good news anyway. The weather's corrected itself to 4 degrees, which means we need to pop our anti-ice on for this cloud here. Yeah, well, it's not on their press release, mate. I've got all the screenshots and all of the website that they're looking to launch from here, and it doesn't mention the word EU. So I think they might have corrected it, realising that Great Britain is not in the EU. I don't dispute it, mate. I'm just telling you what they've sent me on the press release for tomorrow. Either Dublin's going offline here, or it's a bit weird that we haven't had a ping by now. I do hope it is a misprint, because I'll be really offended if they call it EU. Because we're not in the EU. Wow, that breakout looks amazing. Look at that. I guess we're going to pick him up at the Kirovaks waypoint. I just think that the ATC should have pinged me by now. Dublin Tower's just come online as well. Right, and at 10,000 feet, lights are coming on. We'll just continue our approach then. If he's not going to ping me, he must be going offline.
Transport 64000 operator ATC available to the Unicom now 122.8. All the best now.
Yeah, it is sort of funny. W radar, good evening. Union 2064. Are you going offline now? He's just gone. That's why he didn't contact me. Thought as much. I knew he was going.
Altitude
118.6. We're going to tower. Hey, we got some rain to contend with. And we're down to 2,500 then. We'll call the tower when we're established.
Shamrock 1 to Charlie is ready for taxi.
Shamrock 21 standby, correction, Shamrock 1 to Charlie, standby, Calvaca, just some traffic pushing ahead.
Again, we will set through to local pressure. And our next job on here now, into performance, into approach. Let's just redo. We're now wet, and we're just going to resend the speeds. 108 and 101. Cool.
Shamrock 1 to Charlie, looks like he's pushed on completely there, so taxi Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short both runway 34 and 28.
Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short to 8 left, Shamrock 1 to Charlie.
He did see me coming, but he legged it. Well, we don't need this now. We don't need our anti-ice by the look of it. Seeing as the temperature's balked again and it's just suddenly jumped to 22 degrees ram air temperature. There was some traffic pretty close then. Just saw them on the TCAS screen.
Dublin Tower, this is Bulldog 121, ready for taxi. Bulldog 121, give way to the airline, just say 320 on Bravo 1 there. Once you pass which he has now, you can taxi Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short both runway 34, to our left.
This cloud looks stunning.
Copy that, Dublin Tower, this is Bulldog 121, taxi Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short of both runways 34 and 28 left. Behind the other aircraft.
Tell your calls. Shamrock 1 to Charlie is fully ready for departure.
Shamrock 1 to Charlie, surface wind 280 degrees, 5 knots from my turn left, 2 octave takeoff over.
Activate
Yeah,
approach.
takeoff to it left, Shamrock 1 to Charlie. Bye bye.
Hey Ryan, I don't know if it's Microsoft Flight Simulator or what, but it stopped pushing the messages from the ACARS through to the screen now. I don't know why. It's got to be something to do with the SIM, I would have thought, because it was working till the SIM update the other day. But whether they blocked the messages, I don't know, but I thought I'd let you know. It is rude, I tell you.
Holding short of runway 34, Bulldog 121.
Behind this parking airline, just say 320, line up and wait, runway 20 left behind.
Line up and wait behind the airline, say 320, Bulldog 121.
Right, we'll call the tower in just a second. We're just about to establish on the localizer. Nice gradual descent. Nice tour of the clouds.
Bulldog 121, surface wind 287 degrees, 5 knots, runway 20 left, 2 on clear takeoff, goodbye.
Clear to take off, Bulldog 121. Thank you, bye-bye.
Altitude.
Okay, let's turn on to final. Dublin Tower, good evening, Union 2064, turning final, 28 left with Oscar.
Union 2064, Dublin Tower low, continue approach, surface wind 287 degrees, 5 knots.
Continue approach, Union 2064. Wow, that does look stunning. Ryan, you got to admit, look at that. I know, that is just beautiful. That is beautiful. Other than my wow, just wow.
2064, the surface wind is 280 degrees, 5 knots, runway 28 left, you are clear to land.
Clear to land, 28 left, Union 2064. Look, shite my arse. You're just jealous. Okay, 8 miles flaps, 15. Wow, just look at them clouds ahead now, the way the sun is coming. Oh, mate, that is stunning. That's a screenshot, I'm sorry, that's a screenshot. Okay, at yeah, like FS2004. No jealousy at all going on here, right? Okay, get down. Flaps 35. And my airplane. I just love how I took the autopilot up and it just drops out the sky. Hey, nice bit of gust of wind there. If you notice, the bug of the weather's just switched back off. My temperature's gone from plus 22 to -1, and all of a sudden, without actually dropping, the pappy lights have gone red. And my speed all of a sudden has just dropped away to nothing. They've got to fix this bloody bug. Let's get a bit of height back. You watch it go again and I'll be too bloody high. It doesn't happen in P3D, yeah. It didn't happen in Microsoft Flight Simulator until yesterday. We were back on profile now. Looking forward to our group flight tomorrow, Mr. Bolton Lear. Could be looking good for that one, Ryan. I should be streaming that one from Birmingham. Don't know where I'm flying yet.
Minimums.
Oh, you out? Okay, that's a shame. And down she goes. I'll miss that turn. We will go the next.
Union 2064, you're very welcome to Dublin. You can taxi the airbox, cross runway 1634, Bravo 2, Zulu, standard choice. Good evening.
Sierra cross 0634 Bravo 2 Zulu standard choice. Union 2064, good evening.
And all stations, that's it for Dublin this evening. There is no further ATC available, unfortunately. You can all mind the intercom once you see that. Good evening.
Good night, mate. Take care. Ryan, you saw what? What did you see? That was perfect. Okay, pitos are coming off. Landing lights and strobes off. Taxi lights on. And let's just quickly grab our airport chart. Why is it not loading? Why is the airport chart not loading? Them clouds look immense. You saw nothing, mate. You saw nothing. Don't even know what my landing rate was, you know. I'm used to it popping up on the screen. Minus 206. Oh, cloud porn. Yes, okay. Welcome to Dublin. This version is by MK Studios, actually, and I must admit, it looks absolutely beautiful. There was definitely some cloud porn going on, mates. Do you know, I think for the sake of the stream, I'm just going to pull in here because it's been a long night. We've done 2 legs. You've got to admit, the clouds on here just look sensational. Okay, flight director going off, and now back to FMS. Hopefully for tomorrow's stream, Rex will be fixed, which means we won't get any weather or pressurization issues. Because what you'll find, Ryan, as well on Vatsim with people on Microsoft Flight Simulator, they're going to be 1,000 feet out because of this bloody challenge. Oh, there's somebody on that one. I wasn't looking. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Dublin. So we've been Birmingham to Edinburgh to Dublin. Any route recommendations, join the Discord and leave it in there. If anybody wants to fly along, let me know in there. I love doing that as well. Anybody ever bored of where to fly, UK Virtual is the place to go because you will find routes which inspire you. You'll find friends to fly with, and we just have a good laugh at the same time. So apart from that, I genuinely appreciate your company tonight, everybody. It's been really, really good. We've had some people along from the start tonight, which has been great. We've had sort of 300-400 people watching on Facebook at the same time, which has been absolutely brilliant. Thank you, and I hope you are all enjoying, and I'll be on tomorrow morning around 9 AM to do a couple of Birmingham flights to support the Birmingham Midsummer event that's going on, and of course flying on behalf of UK Virtual. So apart from that, good night, God bless, and take care. See you later.